Good morning. It's 8 o'clock and welcome to the Main Street Board of Directors, August 13th meeting. I call the meeting to order. It's 8 o'clock. All right. Meredith, this roll call. And we have a quorum. In front of you, you have an agenda. Is there any additions that need to be made to the agenda? If not, I'll entertain a motion to accept the agenda as presented. There's a motion. Is there support?
Support.
There's support. Any further discussion? All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, the same. Also in your package, you have our meeting minutes from our July 9th meeting. Is there any additions, corrections, or deletions? Thank you, Meredith.
Carrie Dillon did reach out to me. She was in attendance at that meeting and did ask a question about attending the awards banquet that we received the recognition for. So we just need to make that amendment too. Add Carrie Dillon is attending.
She was at the last meeting.
Okay.
And then she had made a comment about PDA members attending the awards banquet for the planning award that we received.
Excellent. Any other additions, corrections, deletions? Not, I'll entertain a motion to put the minutes into the record with the addition that Jay mentioned.
So moved.
There's a motion. Is there support? Motion and support. Any further discussion? All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, the same. Thank you. We'll move to the financial report. Jacob.
Yes, good morning. In the packet, you'll see our normal reports, the balance sheet, as well as the revenues and expenditures report. We are trending well with budget. Obviously, we're incurring expenses for the events we're putting on, and that's great, but we're staying within budget. Fundraising continues to backfill and support that. So no concerns. We're very strong financially.
Any questions for Jacob on financial reports? All right, hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to put the financial report into the record. There's motion and support. Is there further discussion? Thank you, Jacob. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, the same. We'll move on to the Main Street Director's report, Jay.
So you may have seen it on social media. The Michigan Main Street and the MEDC reached out to us. And we've been selected as one of, I think, 3 communities in the state of Michigan to get some photos taken to help with the marketing for the MEDC, including Main Street and some of the other programs. So we have a photo shoot coming up on August 25th. We are looking for models. It is
Jacob, there you go.
yeah. Chief Emmerich, Don, excellent. They do ask that it's not a board member or an elected official. They want to make sure it's the public and it's a representation of our community. So we do have a post on social media. We'll be boosting that. There's a sign-up sheet there. If you know anyone that's interested, please guide them our way. It'll be on the 25th. I don't have a time yet, but as soon as I do that, I will share that with the interested parties. Wayfinding. So we have I brought wayfinding information to you at the last meeting. I've sent, at the recommendation of board member Ryder, reached out to the Smith Group, and this is a service they do provide. We haven't gone much farther than just having an initial conversation because there's a lot of stuff on the plate right now with project wise. We think this will be a good winter project for us to focus on. So we'll get the information from them and we'll try to reach out to a couple more to get some, really comprehensive estimates on the wayfinding and see what that looks like. Town Square. I have hot off the presses, 95% completion of the Town Square designs. We're waiting. We're just a couple things for total completion and then it'll go out to bid. We have everything in there. The Gene Christopher property has been set aside because we're waiting on what's happening with those buildings at the end of Maumee Street. But if anybody wants to look at these, obviously they're schematic drawings. They're not the pretty pictures that we see that show all of the elevations and everything, but they'll give you a good idea of what we're doing and how it's getting there. From the initial design, nothing has really changed. It's just how does it fit in and how does it work along the alley there. Same thing with the Winter Street bike loop. 122 pages of interesting civil engineering plans. This has gone to MDOT. They're going through their grade inspection right now. And there's an update meeting for that work group, Matt, myself, and the Smith Group on August 21st, where MDOT gives their feedback on those plans. If everything goes expected, it will go out to letting or the bid process sometime in November or maybe it'll go to January. I can't remember. I apologize. I don't have those dates accurate. It's either November or January. It'll go out for bid with construction in the spring. Self-assessment. Everyone has gotten the self-assessment from Michigan Main Street. Please work on that and get it back to me. This is the one thing that's really important to us. This is our first year where we could probably be eligible to be at master level. And I think we've got all of the ducks in the row based on the way we've been trending over the years. Mr. Steele, do you want to add anything to that?
I think it's just August 22nd, I think this is due. Okay. And it really gives them a chance to take a look at, where our strengths are and our weaknesses are. And as those weaknesses present themselves, you've seen it when they come to town, they start talking about what kind of tools we can use from their toolbox. And of course, we've used a number of them, and we're in the entrepreneurial ecosystem right now. But I do want to encourage everybody to get this done. It is a little bulky. You have to read the front 5 pages and then try to go back and answer the questions. So the best way to do it is sort of print it out and set that other thing beside you, because it's about impossible to go back and forth and answer the questions. So it is cumbersome, but I really need everybody to just have it done if they could do that for us. I really appreciate it. Thanks.
Playground update. So for the library square, the playground equipment has been ordered. I think it's about 4 weeks out. So we'll be working with the playground supplier and DPW to get that that area ready and for the installation of the playground. The library, very excited. We're very excited. We've also been working with Marcus Perez, who has Primetime Chiropractic. We're going to clean all of those shrubs and trees up behind it to really make it a safe and enjoyable place for our families in the downtown. One thing that's not on your list, and I did want to give you an update about, I did reach out to Cobalt 360, who we worked with initially 2 years ago to get numbers for our attendance at the events. There seems to be some concern about the event sizes and what's happening. And I want to make sure that we stay on top of that and we're sharing information as we get it. So I'm hoping either today or tomorrow to have an update on those numbers so I can share based on personal experience. And I'm sure that all of you that have attended downtown, we know that these events are really, they're better than they have been with the numbers and what's happening in the downtown. So I just wanted to share that with all of you.
Questions for Jay? Everybody's so quiet. All right. Vince.
All right, good morning. Not much to report today. The big news for the city is tomorrow, the commission will be interviewing finalists for the city administrator position. So that starts here at noon and is open to the public, and that will run through 4 or 5 o'clock, I think, with the reception to follow. So would encourage everyone to attend and be part of that. And then once someone is selected, department heads and I will be working to acclimate that person and get them in place.
Questions for Vince?
Will that be available to stream virtually?
Yes, that's on Zoom. Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, had to look over there.
And the community piece is from 5 to 7 in here. Thanks.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you, Vince. There are no board action items for today, but we will move on to the promotion committee and Kate.
Morning, everybody. So promotions committee, our last meeting was end of June, early July, right before bicentennial. So we do have a meeting coming up this Friday, and we'll be talking about the things happening in the next coming months. Events. So we just had our Pickles Everywhere first Friday. We had pickleball on East Maumee. We had a sword swallower. We had, of course, the food trucks, we had live music, we had the rock wall and jumpers, we had the whole works on First Friday. Attendance visually looked great. We gave away, I think, over 500 pickles. We thought we had only ordered 200. I think the company that sold the pickles was a little conservative in their estimate in each bucket. So we planned on only doing 200. We gave away probably 500 in like an hour, maybe a little over an hour. So that was kind of incredible to see. Yeah.
It was amazing to see how people were lining up for pickles.
There was a
Never
wait,
thought.
yeah. Yeah. So pickles next year, hopefully, yes. We also had the pickleball in the streets, those courts. Every time I was doing my rounds, they seemed to be full. People were playing. We did purchase our own paddles and balls. I did an inventory after the event. We actually did not lose any balls or paddles, so that's incredible. Yeah, isn't it? I was expecting, okay, maybe we'll have half of them by the end of the night, but no, we've got everything. So we're good for next year. We did partner with a local pickleball group. I'm not really sure their name. It was about 6 or 7 volunteers that helped us set up the courts. They provided the nets. They brought the supplies to set up the courts, and that was incredible. So really value that partnership. Thank you so much. Upcoming, we've got Third Thursday, which is this Thursday on the 14th. Yes, it's not technically the third Thursday. It is technically the third week in August, but we had a lot of other events going on through the month, so we just wanted to space things out. So it is this Thursday, the 14th, on North Main Street. We will have Billy Joe Hunt and Brittany Joy, as well as Monahan's Meat Shack as our food truck. August 16th, Saturday, that is our Kids' Day at the Adrian Farmers Market. So Ella, our farmers market manager, has a lot of fun things planned for that morning for the kids, as well as a lot of kid market vendors. So please come out and show your support for them. She's been working really hard on that. We also have What's Happening Wednesday, August 20th. We will have our scavenger hunt from 10 to 8 that day for service businesses. And then August 26th is our Welcome Back Bash. So we will be welcoming hopefully around 600 to 800 students in downtown Adrian. That will be on North Main Street. We will have DJ, we will have free henna, we will have a mechanical bull. Each school will have their table. And then we were going to be giving away swag bags with downtown dollars so they are able to spend money in our community for food or whatever they would like that evening. Next, First Friday, we've got September 5th. That is Maple Pride. Something unique we're going to be doing is our Touch a Truck feature. So we're going to be partnering with city departments such as utilities, DPW, Adrian Police Department, and Fire Department to kind of do a show and tell of their unique vehicles. August 22nd, we are also going to be participating in Adrian College Move-In Day. And that's all I got.
Great. Questions for Kate?
Not a question, just a comment. Just wanted to congratulate you on a really, really exceptional First Friday in August. Anecdotally, it seemed to be like people were coming into the businesses a little bit more than they had been at the previous First Fridays. And I just want to applaud that it went really, really well.
Thank you so much. And thank you for the business owners too, because that's a lot on them, showing their support and kind of buy-in for these events. When we all tie into the theme and kind of are all on the same page, I think that really shows the unity to the community and they want to come support. So pickles everywhere. I noticed this probably had the best participation from downtown businesses in the pickle theme. So we had pickle lemonade from Musgroves and the pickle slushies at Mommy Street. Those are incredible. The Buzz featured their Happy Hammy because they've got pickles on that. So I think that was also a great help, as well as the pickleball. A lot of these downtown businesses had pickleball items, which I did not know, like Passion for Fashion. She had like a card game, a book, pickleball attire. So that was cool to see. So thank you for that comment because I saw that as well.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kate. I appreciate it as we made a number of changes to our First Friday from what it was in the past. And, you know, as these things start to grow and repeat themselves, I think it'll just get better and better. So thank you for your work. Appreciate it. All right. As we move on, the organizational committee, we continue to set meetings. We got another meeting. I think you guys met with the Dominican sisters.
Mhm.
I did run into them yesterday. They said they enjoyed the meeting you guys and enjoying that. So we continue to have great success and we'll continue our fundraising efforts as we move forward. Economic vitality.
Economic Vitality by itself hasn't met, but they have been part of the entrepreneurial ecosystem. We have another meeting on Monday, and then 2 more meetings after that. I believe we'll end in the middle of September. We'll have deliverables then, as far as that goes.
Excellent. Questions? Design committee
Did not meet.
did not meet.
Nope.
I don't see it in here. Where are we at with the mural?
I'm waiting on one response, and I think that all indications are we might have it up by Artelicious,
All right. What's our delicious?
September 20th.
I was kidding. Just kidding, Don. Just kidding, Don. All right. Is Lenaway now here?
Tim called. He left me a message. He will not be here. No,
All right.
no report.
Are there any other DDA matters to come forward this board? We will now move to public comment. Each person announce their name and their address, and they'll have 3 minutes to speak to this board and address us at the podium.
My name is Don Taylor. Kim and Dave and I would be happy to be models for you.
Oh,
Excellent.
I'll just be having my
Yes,
favorite,
love it.
my favorite cocktail and they'll be serving us. So I noticed we don't have a report from Lenaway now, and I'm surprised, but I'm not really surprised. I don't know if you know this, but they're having their annual staff retreat in Paris this week. And so they couldn't be here. Please tell Tim that. He'll kill me probably. I'm just kidding. Somebody mentioned the 20th of September. I guess that's our delicious coming up. Yeah. Just a couple things. We're getting ready to come out with a press release, and we're going to have on-site mobile glass blowing. And so I thought, oh, they want to start at 11 on Sunday. And I said, well, nobody's there until like noon on Sunday. I said, it takes an hour for everything to warm up. Oh, okay. And then they'll be demonstrating for 2 hours. So anyway, so like from noon to 2, pretty cool stuff. We also have raku, and people are going to make things ahead of time. We'll fire them all afternoon on Sunday. Be fun to watch that. And then we have something called Create and Celebrate. And it's through the Adrian Center for the Arts. You can, it's on, 3 of them are online right now. We're going to have 4 classes right on site at Adrian, at Artelicious. You can sign up. I guess you can sign up for 3 of them right now, can't you? Yeah. The other one, they're working on the 4th one. There's a fee to pay, but we want you to celebrate by going to one of your local restaurant establishments, and we're going to ask some of them if they might make a special cocktail, like just for that particular class. So you'll be hearing from me in the next couple of days, or next week probably. Anyway, so you go and you get your drink in the Dara Zone, you go to a tent, you take your watercolor class or whatever, and you create and you celebrate. So maybe we can bring you a second drink, I don't know. But anyway, so things are moving along well. About the same number of artists that we always have. We had more applications this year. We had some that didn't get invited. There's always some that are not happy about that. But anyway, that's the way the system works. So we're looking forward to good weather. Are you in charge of weather? You did a pretty good job. Okay. We need to talk, right? Okay, great. So anyway, other than that, it's the normal stuff. Although, you know, on Saturday night, boom, 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 boom. Yeah. We're concerned about security, maybe. And some of my friends are concerned that the Moose Club has closed. I didn't realize that, which is the closest place to get a beer during a concert. So we have to solve that problem, I guess. But maybe Jay, maybe we should buy it, huh? Anyway, see you in a couple of weeks.
All right.
5 weeks, I guess.
Thank you, Don. Appreciate it.
Hi, I'm Sheila Blair, representing the Adrian Armory in Launch Lenawee. Wanted to tell you that we had our first QuickBooks class last night, which was a great success. We have another one next Tuesday. Also coming up in September will be our AI three-part class, how to grow your business with AI, which I think AI is still a mystery to many of us, how it works. Is it going to damage me in some way? So I think that this would be an eye-opening thing that, many of us should take part on. First class is in person, second two classes are going to be online, so it's going to be easy for people to participate. On September 30th, we also have a franchise class for people that are considering franchising. And then in October, it's all about how do I capitalize on some of these First Friday events and bring people into my business. So it's going to be a two-part training on that. We hope that people participate. Also, on behalf of the Armory, I wanted to share that we have our annual fundraiser on September 19th, the night before Artelicious. And it's all about recognizing local food vendors, food artists, if you will. And so we have 13 people participating. Tickets are on sale if you want to go to our social media. It's going to include, again, 13 vendors that have at least 2 items each to share, an open bar, and live music. So it's a great value for your ticket price. So thank you.
It's still called the Taste of Illinois?
Still called the Taste of Illinois,
Right.
yeah. Last year was a fluke only because of it was our 100th anniversary, so.
Gotcha. Excellent. Anybody else? Public comment? All right, thank you all. I have no comments except that great work. Again, as always, I really appreciate this team and the work they're doing and their commitment to our downtown and to our city. What's this?
So in front of everyone is a little bit of swag from the Bicentennial Committee, the mayor and Mary Roberts for everyone, for their appreciation with everything that Main Street did during the Bicentennial. So you're welcome to take those and enjoy them.
So any other board member comments?
I just had a question for the Launch Lenawee. Is all of the signups for those classes on your website, I would assume?
Not through the website, but if
Okay.
you go to our social media,
Okay.
there's a link for registration. And they're all free.
Excellent.
I just want to give a shout out to a local business, to Josh down there at Mommy Tap Room, just for helping other startups get going. He's been opening it up twice a month on Sundays for somebody that's going through Launch Lenawee and trying to get their feet wet with their catering business. And just the fact that he thought outside the box, he's willing to open up his restaurant and have it open for them, for their food. And I participated in the first one a couple weeks ago, and but it was just really great to see that thinking outside the box and just helping others and getting other businesses going. And just by with that little push, I think it is just really helpful and really appreciative. Thanks.
Excellent. Jerry.
Downtown response to the closure of Sienna. I've heard Vinny mention losing at least 60 haircuts a month. Other businesses as that major employers leaving our community. What are we doing to support businesses who are gonna have such negative fallouts? Or some, maybe we should form some conversation we should be having. I am super concerned.
Understood.
I think every restaurant, every downtown business is going to feel the impact next year when the back to school bash is because 600 people, 300. And it feels like we need to be talking.
I can say this, as you know, I am the chairman of Siena Heights University. And it is a painful situation, but I do want everybody to know that we're working diligently right now to focus our attention on the students, the faculty and the staff. It is our primary concern at this point. There's a number of teach outs that are happening with other universities and the like. The ultimate goal will be to reutilize those assets in such a way that it minimizes the economic impact, and if not, enhances the economic impact of the change that's taking place. And so I will be asking community members at a particular point, and we will be, I'm not being, when I say we and the sisters, the Dominican sisters, they're in it with us together. We'll be asking for ideas and the like, but we're just not quite at that stage. But please believe me, my commitment's there to make sure that our stakeholders and everybody have some sort of input as to what happens next.
However, in downtown, basically business leader, it's gonna affect across a lot of housing, in a lot of ways that it's not Siena or the sisters' responsibility to help me figure out what we're doing as our.
I see what you're saying.
I want businesses to get together to talk about what we are, not that we expect.
I see.
Siena to be the-
I see.
I think we have to be having a conversation.
So maybe we could have a,
I mean, we can explore some town halls, bringing people together to talk about just economic impact, right? I mean, there's other macro factors just besides Siena that we're all experiencing right now, right? You look at the economy, the uncertainty, everything that goes with it, and maybe it's a good time to bring those groups together to talk about those macro factors and how collectively we can work to support each other and go through that.
well, we'll get that done. Right. Thank you for those comments. Other board comments? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Is there support?
Support.
All right, is there any further discussion? All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
I.
Aye. All those opposed, the same. Thank you.